¿Y tú también te vas a poner ella?
Sí, ya estamos en vivo, de hecho.
Sí.
Si no hacer una pregunta.
Disculpa.
Ya estamos en vivo y de hecho hay 24 personas. Mira.
¿Dónde hay el computador?
Ya ven acá. Sí, de acá para allá. Oh, ahora hay 8.
Dejemos uno con el Andy. Yo tengo el Andy y no quiero.
Hi everyone.
¿No partiste?
Sí.
Sí.
Hey guys, how are you? We're just like facing some technical issues and we'll be starting in a minute, okay? Voy a ir a ver si es que... Ahí está.
Tiene que decir si no escuchan bien.
Sí. Okay guys, can you hear us? Hi everyone, can you hear us? Yes, excellent. Excellent guys, so thank you for attending this webinar. So basically this, we already covered the webinar regarding visas and all the general information of the program, like how to like you received a notification saying you're welcome to start up Chile, then we answered your question regarding visa problems on the webinar 1, and then we were exchanging some emails and also I already noticed that you are in the WhatsApp group that we have created especially for you. So, so this webinar is basically to meet your account executive and to ask them some questions regarding general expenses, okay? So just a quick reminder, no visa question for this webinar, so let's make the best use out of our time to make all general questions regarding the expenses, okay, regarding the grant. So here we have our account executives that they will introduce themselves.
Hi guys, my name is Joussen Arteaga. I'm going to be your account executive for some of you. Well, congratulations to be selected to the G23. That's it.
I am Cristobal Madrid, and I will be working with some of you in these 8 or 7 months that you're going to be here in Chile. And as Joussen says, congratulations to be here in this stage.
Hi everyone, I'm Javiera, I'm a executive too. Well, I hope this will be useful for you, and if you have any question afterwards, you can send me an email anyway, so don't worry.
Let's start giving some of the elementary tips.
Yeah.
I think the first recommendation is actually keep your boarding passes and your visa document, because that documents are mandatory to present in your financial review. So please don't forget to save them. Documents. What else?
Yeah, okay. As Joussen says, that's very important for all the foreign entrepreneurs, okay, that are going to be arriving here to Chile in the next weeks, okay? Remember that the program starts in February. Also, it's very important to know, for example, to check how you have paid the cost of your visa, for example, if you have paid in cash, if you have paid, I don't know, making a bank deposit, to make copies of those documents, okay, and to keep them, okay. as Javiera says, it's very important to ask us if you are receiving the right documents by email. We are always going to be answering your questions, and we are going to be in charge to evaluate those documents in the future, okay? So please, if you don't know if you have the right documentation, just let us know, send us an email, and if it is necessary, we can have a Skype meeting or a Hangout meeting. But we can coordinate something to clarify your questions, okay? Guys, if you have anything that you need to know now, you can just let us know. Camila, you have cosas that? ¿Nos ayuda con las preguntas o las vamos leyendo nosotros?
Sí, yo les voy leyendo las preguntas. Todavía no hay ninguna pregunta, así que...
Okay, Camila is going to be updating us about that. Guys, other thing that is very, very important is that we have a list of mandatory activities that, as the word says, are mandatory. Okay, so the beneficiary, the team leader, must be here in Chile to be in those meetings. Okay, what are those? For example, the board meetings, the initial meetings for sure, the financial meeting, and the initial workshops that we are going to have in the future. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, in case that you have any problem with that, also please let us know. You have received the invitation, so you already have the dates in your calendar, and if you don't have that info, also let us know, okay? But it's very important to have everything very coordinated from this moment, okay? So we can avoid any problem in the future, okay?
So actually, you have to be just worried now about to keep your original invoices and to have all the expenses at your name. I think that's the main point right now, and you don't have to have so many information today because it would be too much. Just read the playbook that we sent. Be careful about the dates because they are mandatory. The board is mandatory. I already received a question about that, and yeah, it's mandatory for the team leader. So if there is a special case, then we can evaluate, but at this point it's totally mandatory, okay? The terms and conditions also, they are really important. You have to read them because all the rules are set then in this document. So yeah, it's not that hard, but you have to pay attention. That's the point, and have a good communication with us.
We have questions, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Can my co-founder participate in the activities?
Yes. Yes. In fact, we always recommend to participate with the co-founders if they are here in Chile. Okay. But for all the mandatory activities, the beneficiary, the team leader, must be here for sure. Okay?
In the case I miss an activity, can a co-founder replace me?
As Javiera says, we have to evaluate each case, okay? According to terms and conditions, the beneficiary, the team leader, must attend to those meetings, okay? But you have to coordinate with your account executive, Joussen, Javiera, or me, if there is an alternative solution for those cases.
By what day do we have to send you the complete budget for the program?
Okay, guys, we're going to send you an email after this meeting, okay, giving you some tips about the plan, about the budget that you have to complete, okay? In the second week, I think, of February, the second week of February, we are going to have a technical workshop where we are going to explain you how to fill that document, okay? But at the moment, you can send us the templates of your budget and the plan that you already have for this 7 months program, okay?
Next question. Ignacio Dorado says, if I decide to include my salary as one of the expenses, can I also include accommodation?
Yeah, that's why it's really important to read the playbook because there is already this information for you. You have to choose between accommodation or salary. I don't know how to say that, but you cannot spend both at the same time. You can start with accommodation, and after you can start to pay your salary, but you have to stop the accommodation expenses. Okay, so yeah, not at the same time. That's the point.
And remember that if you want to present salary, you should open a Chilean company. So if you apply as a natural person, please take in mind that you have to open a SPA, basically a Chilean company. And also, if you start presenting accommodation, housing costs, and if you want to change to the salary, and you cannot go back to the housing cost if you get approval for your salary. So take that in mind, please, because it's super important to consider the strategy in order to present those expenses.
Creo que fueron que digan que revisan de nuevo super.
Yeah, it's very important also to check this stuff online, to check the playbook, to check the terms and conditions. There is a lot of information that you can revise before you arrive to Chile to start the program. But as Javiera and Joussen said, it's very important to keep in mind those tips, okay?
Is the calendar 100% completed with the mandatory dates, or are there some activities missing to be uploaded yet?
You have received at the moment the board meetings invitation and the initial meeting invitation. You still haven't received the financial meeting invitation and the platoon meetings invitation. Okay, so it's half of the calendar full at the moment.
Okay. So probably that's also a question for me, guys. The calendar is being updated, but you have to take into account that the playbook is going to have all the mandatory dates from the start of your program and then like until the end of the program, okay? And we are making an effort to update like every single item that is on the playbook. We are doing that on your calendar, okay? So you can have all the information there. But as we already sent the playbook, that is going to be the mandatory dates for you, okay?
Thank you, Pablo.
I noted that expenses must be in the name of the team number. However, if we want to commit salaries, we must open a Chilean company. Can expense to that Chilean company be covered by the grant?
I didn't get the
Yeah, I didn't get it. Who's the name, sorry?
Keritel.com.
Okay. I know that the expenses must be. Sorry, guys, we are fixing something.
Take it easy.
Okay. Okay, I know that expenses must be in the name of the team members.
However,
yes, however, if we want to commit salaries, we must open a Chilean company. Yes, in fact, if you ask for the approval of that company, for sure you can keep presenting expenses for that company, okay? But once you have the approval of that company, okay, before that you can't do it. That means that you, for example, if you buy something, if you buy a laptop, for example, and you ask for a factura here in Chile and have the name of the company, and before that the company was approved by Corfo, yes, you can present that expense. So it's not a problem to do that. Okay, then Douglas. Douglas Daniel, flight tickets from my city with return are cheaper than just one way, so it would be better to book flights with return. Is that allowed? Yeah, can be covered, but you have to keep in mind that we still don't have the official ending date of the project, okay? So we can give you an estimation, but it's not the official one. So, for example, if you need to change the date of that return part, we can also evaluate that cost, okay? but that's something that you have to keep in mind, that we don't have the exact official ending date of each of the projects, okay? Then, Raúl Esteban.
My co-founder received some of the invitations and some others were received by me. I am the team leader. My co-founder will not be in Chile full-time. Does he need to go to Chile for those meetings?
I mean, as we said before, it's mandatory for the team leader to go to these appointments. Maybe it was a kind of, I don't know, misunderstanding, but it's the team leader who has to be mandatory in these meetings. Okay, so no.
Guys, if you have a problem with that, let know to your account executive so he or she can update the contact information. Okay, so the team leader can receive all the invitations, and then the team leader maybe can add the team members. Okay, but the invitations must be received by the team leader.
Again, for Douglas Daniel. One of our marketing strategy is work with influencers. So they promote the company as freelancers. If they don't have a company, can we pay them as natural person? And is there some document model?
Yeah. Actually, you can pay them as another person, but you should get an invoice, a legal document that prove you pay the service. So, for example, if you want to hire a Chilean freelancer, you should ask for the a document called boleta honorarios. So, I think it's important to know if you are you Chilean. Douglas, please try to clarify that, because if for I don't know, if you are in India, you probably are going to receive an invoice, but formally there is no document model, because you should get the legal invoice in hard copy original.
Yeah. Depending on the country, you have different legal documents. Here in Chile, we have the boleta de honorarios for individuals, and for example, in Peru, there is a recibo de honorarios. In Latin America, we have some different and very standardized documents. But in Europe, in North America, or in India, for example, we have other templates, and they have different legal requirements. Yeah. So it depends on the country. You can work with an individual, with a natural person, and you have to ask for the right document depending on the country. Okay.
Felipe Diaz says, I haven't received a date to obtain my visa. The consulate doesn't answer my calls or email. Can Startup Chile help us with the consulate appointment?
Yeah, I'm going to make a quick comparison here. Felipe, all your questions, remember that this is a webinar for like how to spend the grant, okay? Regarding the visa and specific concerns, right to admission, and Jaime and I will be answering you, okay? So we can have a deep look at your specific scenario and give you the best recommendations, okay? Thanks.
Daniel Douglas says, if I need to come back to my city eventually, some days, do I need to ask for some permission, or do I have to show some document? How it works, this?
Yeah, if you have to be out of Chile for some period, or out of Santiago, for example, I don't know, yes, you have to update to your account executive. You don't need to present a special document, but if you need to make a business trip that must be covered by the grant and you want to include it in your budget, in that case, you need to have the approval from the account executive. And we are going to ask for specific forms and reports about the results of the trip and about the objective of the trip, okay? And that is very important, because in case that you need to make a business trip, you have to let know to your account executive, and he's going to give you all the exact information that you need to report in those cases, okay? But keep in mind always that in case that you want to make those trips, you want to include those costs in your budget, okay? So for example, eventually if you need to go in June to Brazil, for example, for a business trip, okay, you need to have that clear in your mind that you have to be out, so you want to include it, and what I need to do to have that expense approved at the right time.
The details will be explained in February, because we are going to have the mandatory technical meetings explaining all the details about it. So please, that is important to know what kind of mandatory you are going to have starting the program. So please check it out the calendar, guys.
Guido asked, the subboard meetings can be done by Skype?
No. Yeah, all the mandatory
sorry.
activities must be in person, face to face. You must be here in the cohort specifically to that. Okay.
Joao asked, the first visa expenses to apostille the documents we pay with our business banking account. Can we withdraw the same amount from our personal account as proof of payment?
You can say that you are paying by cash, and then you have to do a statement after we will explain all of this in the workshop about financial stuff when we will be here. It's a mandatory activity, so yeah, you can do that. It's important that the account which the money is originated is in the name of the team leader or a team member, not a company. No, it has to be from your account, team member or team leader.
Sophia said, in our budget, we would like to include outsourced service for a professional at Spain. The outsourced service will be contract for 6-8 months in a row. I just want to check that this is okay.
You have to be really careful about the date between you will say to us that you have this service with this person in particular, because if it's more than the period of the execution of the project, we will look at the proportion of the money that we can, if everything is right, we can give to you, like reimburse. Okay, so I think that there's several points in this case in particular that we have to be really clear and really specific. So maybe it's a better idea if you ask just directly to the account executive when you have all the information. You can actually, yeah, it's an outsourcing, so you can ask for it, but the specific, it's better to ask with the account executive.
Yeah. In this case, as Javiera said, it's important to check the period of the service. Okay, just that. Okay, the details of who's going to work with you and those things, yes, must be evaluated, but the period is pretty long, so we have to be sure that it's going to be during the period of the program.
Soha Rodriguez says, according to housing, there is a 600-800 million limit depending on the amount of team members in the program. Our co-founder won't be in Chile for the whole duration of the program. Which one we can opt for?
Okay, in case that you have a team of more than one person, the limit is 800,000. 800,000, yeah. That's it. Why is that so important? Because maybe your team member is going to be here for some period, or maybe not. That's why you can pay for more, because the house or the apartment is going to be used for more than one person from your team. Okay. In case that you have applied just you, one person, the limit is 600,000 pesos. Okay. So it's not too difficult. Okay. Matthias
said, what is the subdate schedule for the afternoon?
Mm-hmm. Pablo is coming.
I noticed that it's a little bit informal if I put my face on the top. So yeah, to give a quick answer on the sub-day. it is going to be like a form that you have to fill. Okay, it is mandatory because you're going to have subdate like every single month. Okay, so you need to fill this in order for us to have the data from the start of your startup. And the specific question was, is it scheduled for this afternoon? Yes, it is scheduled for this afternoon, and you will receive an email. Okay, probably from Sergio.
Hasta el 16.
And yeah, remember that the due date, as we already said on step 4, the due date is the 16th of January. Okay.
Well, Arturo asked, I read the playbook, but I didn't see any specification of how the money can be used. Does it have to be distributed in certain activities? How can I know what it can be used for?
Sorry. Okay, guys. You have to keep in mind that you have applied with an objective for this program. Okay. So first of all, you know how you want to use the money. Okay. According to that, we can give you feedback. In fact, if you check the terms and conditions, you are going to see in which expenses you cannot use the money. For example, you cannot spend the money, the grant in food, in urban transportation, in cable TV, in taxes that you can recover, for example, etc., etc. And then we have to make a technical evaluation of your expenses. So we have to evaluate, for example, if the money is used according to your plan. Okay, that's why it's so important to have the milestone and the budget in parallel to evaluate both parts. Okay, and about how you can use the money. First is you will have more information in the terms and conditions, and we are going to have a technical workshop in February. Sorry, financial workshop, where we are going to give you more information about all these details. Okay, so you can be more updated about this. Anything else? Okay.
Ronald asked, the meetings are all open to every team member? Or there are some that are only for the team leader?
They are all open for both team member and team leader.
Better team leaders in the beginning.
Yeah, but it's mandatory for the team leader.
Cheritel asked, if we hire someone from Chile full-time, is salaries taken from human resources or does it come from operating expenses?
Yeah, if you want to hire someone from Chile, that expense is itemed as human resources expense. That's it. But I think that it's important to know you should make a contact with that person and selecting the kind of regimen. For example, there are boletas de honorarios or liquidación de sueldo. But that's it. You have to itemize as human resource expense.
Yeah, guys, that's also in the terms and conditions. Remember that there is you can specify an outsourcing, or expert, and the experts are in human resources, as Joussen said. For the outsourcings, you have a limit of 3.5 million pesos. Okay, so and you have to ask for 3 quotations in case that you want to present more than that, and it's the same standard for acquisitions. Okay, so keep in mind that in the case of the experts or employees, if we can say it some way, the rule is different because there is a contract and you can choose how to hire that person depending on the law here in Chile. Okay, so those are the 2 ways to work with a person or a company.
Sohar Rodriguez asked, to get the funds, what is the easiest process to receive payments? Establish yourself as a company or a natural person? And how long does it take to establish yourself as a company and what is the cost?
Okay, Guys, remember that you have applied as a company or as a natural person or individual, okay? The foreign people has applied as an individual, okay? So if you want to present, for example, your salaries in the future, you have to ask for the approval of the company, of the Chilean company here from COFO, okay? Depending on that, you are going to receive the money. If you have applied as a company, you will receive the money in your company account. If you has applied as an individual, you are going to receive the money in your personal bank account, okay? Always Chilean accounts, and we are going to help you with that also as soon as you arrive to Chile. But depends on that, of how you have applied to the program. And how long it takes to establish yourself as a company also depends. You have the alternative of empresa en un día, or company in 1 day here in Chile. But we also have perks with the legal companies that give you advice about how to establish a company here, how to create a company. And that depends, can take a few weeks to create that. But we always recommend to have that advice from the lawyers so you can be sure of how you are creating the company here in Chile. And for example, the same thing that we have give you, the same advice that we have give you about the employees. Depending on the law, you have to create the company.
Arturo asked, one of the team members which was included in the application changed. Should I do or communicate something officially?
It's not necessary, okay? In case that you are going to work with a new person there, we have to evaluate how is that person going to work with the project, okay? And you can talk about that with your account executive, okay? But as it's not the team leader, it's not the team leader, it's not so critical for us, okay? Anyway, I recommend you to send an email to your account executive just to keep him or her updated about this situation.
There's not such a thing as a change of team member. I mean, if there's someone who is out of the company right now, of the project, okay, you have to just tell me or tell your account executive, but you cannot add a new team member to replace this person, okay? So, yeah, that's it.
Guido says, about the sub-board meeting again, can we change the date of one of them in case we can't assist?
Well, in that case, no.
Regarding the board sessions, remember that you're going to have mentors, okay? So the specific date is going to be set with the mentors, so they can provide help for you. So it is highly unlikely unless it is really specific. So remember, always do that with your account executive beforehand and tell us the reason why, but keep in mind that the mentors that we are going to have to allocate you are already set for that specific date. So try to make an effort to be during those specific date that it's already set, okay?
Sohar asked, what is the maximum amount we can pay to an outsource?
It's allowed to buy.
It's allowed to buy the plane ticket with the company's credit card or with a credit card of another person?
No, you always have to use personal bank accounts or credit cards or business. Always personal banks.
Sohar says, what is the maximum amount we can pay to an outsource? Can we make payments through PayPal?
Formally, there is no limit to hire someone as outsourcing, but when you ask for the technical approval, you have to justify the conditions about the service. So, for example, if you want to hire someone for, I don't know, 2 million Chilean pesos, you have to justify why that amount is correct to contract that person. We are not going to set up a limit, but you have to justify as clear as possible why that amount is correct to that person. That's it.
Raul says, the TNC estate, salaries for a cap of 1 million Chilean pesos, net per month per participant. Participant means startup in general. For example, that amount to all members for the startup?
Okay, that's the limit for all the official team members, okay? Beneficiary and the team members that you have applied with. That's
Okay, that's it. Rajiv Dajal said, I understand only housing allowance is covered under the program. What about other living expenses, local transportation, etc.? Please clarify how these are compensated otherwise.
Okay, guys, you can present your housing cost. That's the first alternative, and the second alternative is to present the salary. Okay. Unfortunately, according to the terms and conditions, we cannot evaluate those costs, like the food or urban transportation. That's why we have the alternative of the salary. In the case of the salary, it's a salary, so you can use it for all these expenses that are not officially covered by the grant. Okay, that's the only alternative that you have.
Benjamin Santamaria asked, do the founders and employees need to have a formal contract to be eligible to get paid with sub funds, or boleta de honorario is already okay?
Do you subsidize?
Do you subsidize legal expenses like health and pension?
Okay, guys. All those questions are going to be answered in the financial workshop. Okay, we are going to give you all the exact guidelines to present the salary. Anyway, just to give you tips, yes, you need to have a contract with your company, because remember that you're going to be, even if you are the CEO of the company, you're going to be an employee of your company. So yes, you need to have a contract with them, an authorized contract, and then you have to evaluate which expenses are covered to that, depending on if you're going to present that liquidación de sueldos or boleto de honorario, as Joussen explained before. So, but at the moment, I think that is enough information, because then we have a lot of details that you need to have very clear. Okay.
Sofia Calderon asked, can we make payments by PayPal?
Yes, you can.
Pablo Berger says, do you know if the group 2 is recognized? Sorry. Will Startup Chile help with introduction to companies in South America to sell our product?
Okay, guys, that's part of the acceleration program, and yes, give you some contacts if you need with all the companies or the network that we have, so you can have meetings, you can evaluate all the market. Anyway, all those links are made by the acceleration teams. So to know about the exact process that you need to do to have them, we have another workshop in the future during February where we are going to explain you how to do that. But yes, you can have different contacts with investors, with company to grow your company, your startup.
Douglas asked about the events that we can organize in Santiago, like seminars in universities or things like that. If we need some material for that, is that covered?
Yes, but I think that is specific questions. I prefer to give you the details in the technical and financial workshop. But yes, actually that is a marketing expense. But I would like to know the details about it.
Yes, you always have to keep in mind that, for example, you cannot cover a catering because it's food. For example, always keep in mind that, because when we talk about food, we're not talking just about the lunch or no. We are talking about all the food for events or any other activity or event that you can have. So keep in mind that.
Nancy asked, if we are not an incorporated company during the first months, how do we pay salaries and expenses?
No.
You cannot present the salary. You need to have the company here in Chile. That's why you can present just the housing costs. It sounds hard, guys, but there's nothing that we can do with this. Okay, so if you're thinking about that, please try to start evaluating how to incorporate a company. Talk with your account executive to receive advice about that. So as soon as you arrive to Chile, you can formalize that. Okay.
For all members that were in Group 2, we have to announce that Group 2 is back. They have some technical issues, but now is all ready.
Okay.
Jenny Kim asked, we have to have a contact as employee with our company in order to receive salary that has not to be notarized. In the country we are currently in. Quiso como dos preguntas.
Yes, for the salary here in Chile, for the program, you need to have a contract with the Chilean company. Yes, remember that we are not going to evaluate the salaries in other countries. Okay? Just here in Chile for the team members, okay, and for the employees. Let me know if I clarify the.
Yeah, that's what you say. Our company, you means your Chilean company, right? Because in this story, there's not your foreign company. So if you are talking about your foreign company, wherever you are, it's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
Just if you are in Chile, if you have a Chilean company, that is the case. It's allowed to make a contact with that person. Yeah, but that's not.
Yeah, I mean, the relationship between the program and you is with you. There's no company for us. If there's a foreign company for us, like they simply doesn't exist. Okay, so it's with you. Always will be with you, team leader or team member, depending on the case. But yeah, not company.
Kiritel says, are salaries reimbursed? For example, if grant money is distributed in April, can salaries for February and March reimbursed?
Kiritel, depends on how you have applied to the program. If you have applied as a company, yes, we can start to evaluate the salaries earlier than the other cases. If you've applied as an individual, we need to have first the approval of the company from Corfo, and after that, we can start presenting or evaluating the salaries. Okay.
Coralis Health asked, hi guys, my name is Ariel Sandoval from Coralis Health. We are here in Santiago. We can use the Startup Chile's office from now or from meetings. For meetings?
Yes. Guys, for those questions, for the content.
Yeah. Admissions or Pablo.
Yeah, you can ask to Pablo about those things, okay, guys, because about the use of the space here of the cowork, they have to give you the feedback. Okay.
Kiritel asked, so we can present housing costs for the first 2 months, then switch to salaries once the company has been approved.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
There is a question for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We have Pablo here.
Yeah.
I'm going to read again the question.
Okay.
We are in Santiago, so Can we use the Startup Chile office from now on for meetings?
Yeah, good question. Good question. You're not supposed to, but send me an email so we can have a further conversation to know your specific concern. Okay. Yeah, the cowork for it's just because the cowork is a little bit empty during these days, so we might have this conversation in private. Okay. Oh, and I think I think we're ready. No, are we?
The last question.
Okay.
Jenny Kim says, when do we get template to create a business plan for this meeting?
Okay, guys, we're going to have a technical workshop to explain you how to fill that document, okay? And after that, we're going to send you the template. We can evaluate if we can send you earlier so you can check it, okay? But for sure, you will have a clear information or a clear idea of how to fill it in the middle of February, approximately, okay? But yeah, it's basically to be, it's a list of the activities that you have, of the objectives that you have with the deadlines. It's a kind of Gantt chart, and that is related with a cash flow of the money of how you want to use it for these 7 months. Okay, it's pretty simple. We can share it with you, I think, earlier, but for sure we have a clear idea in February.
Subpacks? Are we providing the subpacks?
Not yet. Okay, we are going to provide you the subpacks, and we'll have all the information, but we don't have it yet ready because we need to give you more details before.
So, as Cristobal said, as soon as we give you the information, we are going to upload it on the Software Online website, so you can have it and you can take it, there.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, you can take your previous generation because subpacks are already out for the other generation. So you can have a look at the documents in the meantime. Probably they're going to be more or less the same. Be sure to check that website, okay? And sí, ya estamos con tiempo, ¿no?
No, hermano, quedan 5 preguntas.
Ya.
Raul said, in order to incorporate a Chilean company, I assume my co-founder will need to travel to Chile to sign the document. Is that right?
Yeah, if it is an official team member,
that will depend on if you want that your co-founder needs to be in the
chair.
the chair of the company.
Yeah.
That's your.
Legally, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
That's a
you have to evaluate that. Yeah. In case that you have to do it, you can because it's an official team member, but you have to evaluate before that one. Javiera and Joussen.
Julio asked, for members that are not team leaders, is it possible to work from there part-time and still report living expenses?
I don't understand. For members that are not team leaders.
It is possible to work from there
part-time and still reporting expenses. I don't see. I don't think that we get the question. Okay, maybe you can repeat it or structure it.
Next one. Rajiv said, we applied as a US and Estonian-based company. However, letter we received from Corfo is under the name of program leader. There is no mention of company. What it implies, company or individual for grant?
You did not apply as US and Estonia-based company. You actually applied as natural person. So that's why you are going to receive the money to your personal bank account. You are going to sign the contract as natural person.
I don't know if I'm directly answering your question, but during the first week of the program, okay, we're going to have the BCI bank coming in here so you can have your bank account. But first, we are going to take you to the civil registry so you can have the root number in order for you to create a bank account. Okay, it's part of our soft landing process, and we are working really hard so you can have like a really quick experience, a quick and fast experience on creating the bank account, so you can receive the money. But it's going to be so you have to create the bank account like for a natural person, okay? And you're going to receive the money from Corfo inside that account, okay?
Kirtel asks, are housing costs reimbursed? For example, if we pay rent for February and March, is that money reimbursed?
Yes. For the official team members, always remember that, okay? We are not covering the costs of outsourcing, for example, or people that is not part of the official team. Okay, always for the official team members, we can cover the housing costs with the limit that you already have, 800,000 CLP or 600,000 CLP.
And just in case if you are applying as a natural person, if you apply as Chilean company, you cannot to present housing costs.
Because you can present the salaries.
Salaries is the only option.
Sohar Rodriguez asks, according to the playbook, the way to get the subsidy is to receive the money through upfront payment. Only but the TNC says there can be a reimbursement to. Did that change?
Okay, guys. Yes, we always highly recommend to have the upfront payment, okay, because it's easier to you to receive the money. But in case that you want to evaluate the reimbursement case, please let know to your account executive, okay? Contact us and we can have a talk about that.
Okay, guys. So we're having the last two questions. Okay.
Coralis Health asks, what are the payment dates?
Of the subsidy, the estimation that we have is that in the worst case, you will receive the money 2 months after your arrival to Chile, okay? Remember that we made that question in the interview, okay? So during very much in April, approximately, you will receive the grant.
In the worst case.
In the worst case, okay? Can be earlier, but always keep in mind that.
Y la última es en español.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Si recibo financiamiento del programa SEED con una idea, ¿podría en otra futura vuelta de SEED recibir financiamiento con otro proyecto totalmente distinto?
Can we answer that question in English? So,
Yes, okay. Ashuan, no sé, pero is asking if you can receive a second grant for another project. In fact, no. You have to keep in mind that we are going to give the money to the person. For example, in this case, for you, actually, we are going to give you the money to develop that specific project. If you are going to apply with another project, we cannot give you the money. Okay, it's just one time. Then you can apply to another fund, maybe to complement that project. Okay, but not another seed from Startup Chile or from any other line of work.
There is a last question.
Mm-hmm. Is there a guide for incorporating in Chile?
In terms of options.
Guys, as we explained before, it's important to receive the advice in this case from lawyers. We have perks for that, so you can ask because we don't want to make mistakes with that, okay, guys? We are not the experts, that's we have the perks for that. So check those details. If you have questions, also you can contact us, but always with the lawyers, you can evaluate alternatives to have the company here, okay?
Okay, guys, so thank you very much for everything. Okay, remember if you have another question, just write us to the email admission@startupchile.org. Okay, and thank you, admission@startupchile.org. Did I say admissions or admission? Admissions, not with the S. Admission, just admission. Okay, and you already have your contact details of your account executive. So thank you very much, everyone, for attending this webinar. Just a quick heads up before you jump into the WhatsApp group to write. We are having another group of conversations, so we basically split you into 2 different groups. Okay, so we can have a more personalized attention for you guys. Thank you for everything, and yeah, thank to our account executives that answered all your questions and did the hard work in here.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
No, no está. Just a sneak peek of the co-work. And Cami that is answering that was doing all the questions for you. Okay, guys, do you want a little sneak peek of the co-work that you will be in? Yeah, amazing. Okay, I'm just going to show you just for fun. Okay, basically this was the elephant room. So if you if you could see, we have animal rooms in here. This is the bird room, and this is the work room. So everything is we have a system that we will provide you, and we will also give you a card. Okay, so you can have access to book these rooms. We have here some suppers, and yeah, this is basically the co-working space. Okay, and this is a very beautiful and huge terrace that you are going to have access to. Yeah, one of our benefits, for example, is from Facebook, where you can have a really nice and chill table here, and you have some free drinks, free soft drinks, only soft drinks. Okay, we have some beers from some special events, but yeah, and yeah, so I'm really excited to receive you there. That's the room for the other webinar. And yeah, we have some more spacing here. We have some more suppers here from previous generations. And in here we have the kitchen. We have Sergio from the staff. Actually, Sergio is going to send you the updates.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, he's the one that is going to send you the updates. Okay, and here we have a kitchen. So we have a really nice coffee machine, so you can do the hard work. We have some entrepreneurs having lunch because here in Chile it's already lunchtime. Yeah, and we have something to have fun here. So we are really looking forward to receive you guys. So that will be it. Okay. Really nice to talk to you guys, and yeah, have a good time. Okay. And yeah, thank you very much. Bye. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Yeah, have a good evening or afternoon or whatever the time zone you're in. Okay, it was nice to talk to you guys, and catch you later. Bye.